Hey guys, this is V here today. Pam's behind the camera today.
Hi.
And I have brought one of my dal recipes that's really famous, not only in India but in my household too. It's called Dal Makhani, and this is a black dal that I soak with some kidney beans, and I soak it overnight. Now this is because I am feeding a family of 6 people, but you can do however. I mean, if you put 1 cup and you soak it, it becomes 2 cups, right? So you do how much you want for your family. I would start with a cup. It's delicious. The next day it tastes even better. And right now,
is this something you could make, and then if you like double it and then freeze half for later?
Yes,
does it freeze well?
It freezes perfect. I will bring out the spices later, but right now I have to cook the dal, so I'm going to show you what all I'm putting in it. I'm not putting the spices just yet. And I'm going to boil this dal. Over here I have, it's a little, because I put the food processor, I smushed it and I felt the garlic was this. That's why that's a little red on top. But in this bowl, I have about, the whole bundle of garlic. I have a bundle and a half of garlic that's processed in here. I have about 2 pieces of ginger that I grated up in here. This is about 3 tomatoes that I put in the food processor. And over here I have onions, carrot. I have one, it was a big onion. So 1 large onion, finely chopped. This is, I would say about 2 carrots, finely chopped. And this is 1 whole bell pepper. You can use whatever bell pepper you have on hand, but I feel that the green one gives it the proper taste. Now, as you can see, we have been doing the 50-50 combined. So this kind of adds to that because I have my dal and I also have my veggies here. And a lot of people just cook the dal by itself, but I have always cooked it with vegetables. I thought it was my mother recipe. I figured out about 2 years ago that it wasn't. She said, I don't cook it like that. So I was like, well, it's my recipe then. So I have my pressure cooker out here. You can probably cook this in an Instapot. You could probably cook it on a big pan on the stove. You just like how you would cook any other bean. You just have to wait for it to get tender. So I washed it. I soaked it overnight. I washed it twice before soaking it, and then after that I just rinsed it out. Here I just pour water over it to make sure it was rinsed out thoroughly. And then I'm just gonna put this in here. My kids love this. Like they just saw this soaked and they were like, oh, we're gonna have dal makhani for dinner. I was like, yeah, that's kind of the plan I'm going for. So my kids are excited about this.
What did you say makhani means?
Makhani means butter.
So you need to rename it.
Yeah. Dal no makhani, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna put all of this in here. And I tell you, when this starts to cook, it smells really good. I guess the green bell pepper, it brings out a smell, a really delicious smell, especially the green bell pepper. All right, I'm gonna just put a little bit of water in here. I'm gonna need water to cook this up anyways, so I can measure this out for you guys. But I tell you, the water that I put in here, I usually make sure that it's covering everything. So that's the amount of water I put. This is the garlic and ginger going in. And this is the tomatoes. The tomatoes right now, it's summertime, man.
Fresh.
Some fresh and nice tomatoes.
Flavorful.
Yeah. All right. As you can see, I have everything in here. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put the water in here since you guys know,
And then I'll just show how you cover it. Yeah.
See how everything is covered? I still think it's a little less, so I'm just going to put probably just a little more. Probably a 1/4 cup more. So as you can see, it's like everything, it's like about 1 to 2 inches above everything. And I am gonna pressure cook this Because it's soaked all night, it doesn't need that much cooking. So probably 2 whistles on my pressure cooker. Probably if you have a foodie or whatever, the same thing.
Mine, yeah, I was gonna say, when I cook beans, I leave them in for, these are soaked, so probably just 5 minutes on high.
Yeah. Same goes
Yeah.
for your Instapot. You know, you would need just that much
Just
pressure.
a few minutes,
Yeah.
yeah. Because you've already pre-soaked them,
Yes.
so.
So I'm gonna put this on cook, and I'm gonna let this 2 whistles, and I'll come back and show you guys the spices I'm doing on this. All right, guys, I'm back, and my dal has been cooked. I got two whistles out of it, and I shut it down. So now that I don't hear anything, I think it'll be good to open. So this is the masala I wanted to show you guys. You can find this brand specifically on Amazon. I've used this for quite some time, and it's really good. It's not spicy, and it has good flavor.
Here, let me put it up close.
It
so I
even
can get
smells
good.
good. And I'll tell you what ingredients are on there. And here, let me tell you the ingredients. It has coriander, the dry mango powder. It has red chili powder, dried onion powder, salt, white pepper, cumin powder, dried ginger, black pepper, dried garlic, cassia. It says cassia, and we looked it up. It's kind of like from a cinnamon family, so you can add a little bit of cinnamon if you know. And then there's cloves, nutmeg, mace, star anise, and asafoetida, which is something that we use a lot in our cooking. But that's we can take a picture and put it down below. And I'll tell you what else. I usually bump it up, so that's not, you know, lemon is my go-to, right? So, and this is the Dal Makhani masala. And here's garam masala.
How much do you have in here? I saw you measure
Yeah,
it.
this is about 2 tablespoons of the Dal Makhani masala. This is about 1 tablespoon of garam masala. I have some cayenne powder in there. That's about 1 teaspoon.
Looks like about a half a teaspoon. Are you sure it's a teaspoon? Did you measure it?
Not really.
I think it's about a half.
But you
I think a
add
teaspoon
that,
would
yeah.
be really hot. But.
Okay, you add that or no, it's up to you. And then I have coriander powder in here, 1 tablespoon. Cumin, half tablespoon.
Okay.
So that's about it. And then I have my lemon in there. So now what I'm gonna do is, see this blue pan here? Usually if I were using butter or fat or anything, I would put it now and then I would toast the spices in there. And because we were cutting all of that out, I'm just gonna warm this up here. I'm gonna let the pan heat just a little bit. I'm gonna let it start heating, and that way as soon as my spices touch it, it's gonna start, you know, or you can start smelling it. Okay, so I opened my dal up, and you can see it's cooked.
Yep. It's still got just a little liquid in there.
Yeah,
It didn't absorb
and you
it all,
want
but-
that, you know, my kids like to have it with
Yeah.
rice. The kidney beans, they're not completely, but that's okay, because after I put the masala in, I usually leave it on, and that kind of, you know, I'll put it on sim for like 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll put the lid on, so it will eventually, everything will come in place. So what I'm gonna do here while my pan is still heating up, I'm gonna add salt.
A good teaspoon.
Yeah.
And a half, probably.
Yeah, it's a lot of dal.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put in some black pepper, just a little bit, but
Yeah. Like a half a teaspoon at the
yeah,
most.
Yeah. And then just stir that up. It smells, the dal smells really good. All right. Now that my pan's heated up, I'm gonna start adding my spices. I'm gonna add my Dal Makhani masala first. And like I always say, I always add the garam masala in the end, so that's what I'm gonna do, add it in the end. That's my coriander, my cumin, cayenne. All gone in. I'm gonna let it start to, you know, toast up and everything. I usually serve this with rice, but sometimes the kids would have it with the homemade tortilla, wheat tortilla, or you know, if you have naan or whatever you have, it's good. It's good to just have a bowl like that. Whatever you would like, you can have it. with. But it's a really delicious dal.
So for us, like doing the 50-50 plate,
Yeah.
would you have some of the dal and then have a salad with it or something like
I
that,
would,
just to
I would.
round out the vegetable
Yes,
a bit?
yes, I would. That's what I usually have been doing. You know, I take my dal and I've been putting veggies in the dal itself. But if you look at this, like if I just show you, like I'm picking this up, I can see as much veggies in there as I'm seeing the dal. So it is 50-50 and it does fill you up. And yeah, you bump up the veggies, like have a salad on the side or something. It helps. And here my masala is starting to toast up, as you can see.
I can see.
And this, I guess, the toasting up the masala is gonna give the dal a certain color as well. So just keep an eye on it. You don't want to burn the spices.
Are you looking for them? Well, they're already brown, so how do you tell when they're toasted?
Well,
when you smell it?
Yeah, see, you start smelling them. You don't want it to burn, but you know, you want, see, they've turned dark brown. And you can start smelling the spices. So I think this is about good. I'm gonna turn it off. And what I'm gonna do is, did you hear that?
I did.
I like that noise. See, now it smells really good. So what I'm gonna do now is,
And that's a pretty easy recipe, really.
yeah, it is. It is really easy. And here I'm coming in with my lemon. And you know, when I eat it, if I feel like I need a little more lemon or something, I'll add it on top. I usually like pickled onions or something. Oops, sorry. Pickled onions with it too.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, it tastes really good. And this is my garam masala going in. And I'm going to turn everything. And I'm just going to put the lid back on and leave it for 10 minutes. And then I'll...
This is just to let all the spices marry with all the other...
Yeah. And we'll come back in like 10 minutes and I'll show you guys how it is. Alright guys, so my dal was simmering and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. So I've opened it. And also there's one more thing. So we have been trying out these mushroom blends. If you go on their site, cultivateelevate.com, you should go on their website and check out the mushroom blend. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of it in here. And I guess it's supposed to do good for your body.
Well, it's mushrooms blended up, six different mushrooms blended up. 6 different,
yeah, that's right. So we've tried it in one more recipe. It didn't have a serious effect on the taste. So I added in the dal, so we'll see how it goes. And I wanted to just show you guys. I'm gonna serve it up on a little bowl. And you know, if you feel like there's not enough water in here, you can add a little more water. And you can serve it with rice. Alright guys, here you have it. Here's the dal. And as you can see, all the veggies in there and the dal itself. It's it's a favorite in my household. I hope you guys try it out too. Subscribe down below, like us. Tell us more about yourself. Tell us if you've tried our recipes. Check us out on Instagram. We're at KVegans on Instagram. We're Kindred Vegans on Facebook. And all our recipes are up on our site at kindredvegans.com. So like, share, tell people, do whatever it is you do. But check this recipe out, try it, and tell me how you liked it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.